Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're re-diving into a topic that affects almost all of us at some point in our lives. School. We often think of school as a place to learn facts and figures, like the capital of France or the formula for water. But have you ever stopped to think about how school teaches us to learn? It's not just about what we learn, but about developing the skills to learn anything for the rest of our lives. So let's explore how our school years shape us into lifelong learners. First up, let's talk about structured learning. From the moment we start kindergarten, we're introduced to a routine. Bells ring. Classes start and end at specific times, and subjects are divided into distinct blocks. This might seem rigid, but it's actually our first lesson in time management and organization. We learn to switch our focus from math to history, from science to art, all in one day. This mental flexibility is a superpower. In the real world, jobs and life don't wait for us to be ready. We constantly have to juggle tasks, manage deadlines, and shift our attention. School is the training ground where we first build these essential executive function skills, learning to prioritize assignments and manage our study time effectively. Next, consider the power of collaborative learning. Remember all those group projects. Sometimes they were fun, sometimes not so much. But either way, they taught us something incredibly valuable: how to work with others. School puts us in a room with people from all different backgrounds and with different ways of thinking. Through group assignments, debates, and even just helping a friend with a tricky math problem, we learn to communicate our ideas clearly, listen to others' perspectives, and find common ground to solve a problem. This is the foundation of teamwork, a skill that's absolutely critical in almost every career. Learning isn't a solo sport, it's a team effort, and school is where we get our first taste of that. Let's also touch on critical thinking. A great teacher doesn't just give you the answers. They teach you how to ask the right questions. When a history teacher asks you to analyze a primary source, or a science teacher has you design an experiment, they are pushing you to think beyond simple memorization. They're encouraging you to evaluate information, identify biases, and form your own well-reasoned conclusions. You learn to connect dots between different subjects, how history influences literature, how math is the language of science. This ability to think critically and analytically is what separates passive consumers of information from active, engaged thinkers. It's the skill that allows you to navigate a world full of misinformation and make informed decisions for yourself. And finally, school builds resilience. Nobody gets everything right on the first try. We all remember the feeling of getting a bad grade on a test we studied hard for, or struggling with a concept that everyone else seemed to grasp instantly. These moments are tough, but they teach us one of the most important lessons of all: how to fail and get back up. School provides a safe environment to make mistakes, learn from them, and try again. It teaches us perseverance. This process of trial and error builds our confidence and teaches us that learning is a journey, not a destination. It's about the effort, the struggle, and the eventual breakthrough. So, when we look back at our school days, it's about so much more than just the subjects we studied. It's where we learn to manage our time, work with others, think for ourselves, and persevere through challenges. School doesn't just fill our heads with knowledge. It gives us the toolkit to acquire any knowledge we desire for the rest of our lives. It molds us into adaptable, capable, and curious individuals ready to take on the world. What's the most valuable learning skill you think you gained from school? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time.